Alright, this is going to be part 7 of Tales of Vesperia.
And here we are! Welcome to Mount Temza!
These are human footprints, right? There sure are a lot of them.
Could it be the hunting blades?
That, or it might be the Knights.
But why would the Knights be here?
Well, Flynn was looking for Apatheia too. If that's what the hunting blades are doing here, then the Knights could be here for the same reason.
Why is everyone scrambling to get their hands on Apatheia all of a sudden?
It was so pretty, all sparkly and glittery. I'm sure it's incredibly valuable.
We never had the chance to get an explanation from the Dawn.
If Judy will clue us in on what she knows, things might clear up.
Judy, I wonder if she'll tell us.
I don't know. It's up to her whether she'll talk or not. Of course, if she decides not to.
Yuri?
Hey! You guys, come look at this! This is crazy!
What the heck is this? The mountain's been flattened.
What could have happened?
Is there really supposed to be a town here?
Well, it was here 10 years ago. That I'm sure of, but I can't vouch for what's happened since then.
10 years? That's quite a ways back. What were you doing way out here?
Well...
That voice. Is that you, freak?
Here's hoping everything's all right.
Let's hurry.
It's even worse from up close.
I've never seen a hole this big before.
There's no way this could have happened naturally.
It looks like something exploded here.
An explosion! Are there monsters that can do something like this?
They were, but those monsters were all wiped out.
What do you mean, wiped out?
What you see here, this was a battleground in the Great War.
What?
So that means humans and Entelekea fought here. The humans were victorious, but there were scarcely any survivors. The facts behind the war are shrouded in darkness. Not even the official government histories give many details about what happened.
So the Entelekea did this to the mountain's terrible power.
The Great War. 10 years ago.
That must have been when you were a baby, Patty.
But this is the first time I've heard that a battle took place here.
The Empire's kept a pretty tight hold on information about it. They've got a lot of secrets. You should know that by now.
Thought it was strange that monsters would wage war against humans, but
What they didn't want us to know was that those monsters were actually Entelekea.
You sure know a lot about this stuff, Raven.
You come across a lot if you live long enough, kiddies.
Okay, enough history lessons. We came here so we could look for Judy.
The monster's voice we heard just now. What if they've already got Judith cornered?
Judy's really strong. There's no way she'll go down easily.
of course not. Besides, I've got to give that dragon freak a beat down. I can't let a monster beat me to the punch.
Yeah.
Let's hurry.
Hold still. I'll make this quick. That's what happens when I get serious. Get ready. I'm taking you down. That's what happens when I get serious. still. I'll make this quick. All right, who's next? Get ready. I'm taking you down. All right, who's next? You'll be gone soon enough. All right, who's next? All right, who's next? That's what happens when I get serious. Get ready. I'm taking you down. You'll be gone soon enough. Get ready. I'm taking you down. That's what happens when I get...
Yuri, what's the matter?
I was just thinking about what Judy said. Bowel saved me during the war. I just realized that maybe she was talking about the Great War when she said that.
So maybe she fought against the Empire with that dragon freak during the Great War?
It'd be kind of sad if Judy was an enemy of mankind.
Maybe Raven can tell us. You fought in the Great War, didn't you, old man?
Huh? Why?
I think only someone who was on the scene would know so much about the war.
Really? But there weren't supposed to be very many survivors, right?
Very true. I thought I was gonna die back then, too. If only I died then, things would have been so much easier, too.
If only you died. What a weird thing to say.
So, did you ever see Judith during the war?
No, not a chance. I may be a player, but 10-year-old girls are definitely off limits for me.
Oh, jeez.
Then it sounds like Judy didn't participate in the war.
Right. I mean, if it was 10 years ago, she'd be 9. That's even younger than me.
I feel like I never saw Baul either. Maybe they ran away from the battle?
So it was really the Antilochea who fought in the battle?
Yes, I guess so. Though at the time, we thought they were only a really terrible breed of monsters.
But wow, you were really in the war, huh, Raven? That's so cool. I thought only Imperial Knights fought in the war.
Maybe I'll tell you more about it when you're older.
Hold still. I'll make this quick. All right, who's next? That's what happened. You'll be gone soon enough.
This is a Critian city?
More like the remains of one.
There might be some treasure around here.
What do you think Judith would come here for?
Suppose it wouldn't make much sense to say she was feeling homesick.
The hunting blades!
Judith! You!
Damn you! Go inform Tyson and Nan!
Hey! Nobody lays a hand on one of our own. If she's broken our laws, we'll settle this amongst ourselves. Now get out of here.
We're only trying to follow a monster we're hunting.
This doesn't involve you.
Okay, this is getting us nowhere. Let me at him!
You're right. It's just a waste of time trying to talk sense to people like this.
Anyone who interrupts our conversation is gonna be taking a long nap.
Leave. Now. Or do you really want to do this?
Judith, you followed me here.
Yeah, we're here to settle things for the sake of the guild.
Judith, tell us everything you know.
Why you destroyed the Blastia. About the Apatheia and the Entelikeia. The relationship to Pharaoh. All of it.
And even though you're one of us, your answers will decide your fate.
Punish the unjust, was it? Honestly, I don't know if that's really a good thing or not. You've already come this far. I suppose there's no going back now. Come. Yuri, what did you mean about Judy's fate?
If there's one thing the Dawn's last moments taught me, it's that I've been too soft. If a part is infected, you cut it off before it infects the whole. Even if it's a comrade, an Entelikeia, or a friend.
You mean even if it's Flynn or Pharaoh?
Yeah. It's the path I've chosen for myself. You'll be gone soon enough. Alright, who's next? That's what happened. Get ready. I'm taking you down.
I thought I'd lose.
You'll be gone soon enough. That's what happens when I get serious. You'll be gone soon enough. Get ready. I'm taking you down. Hold still. I'll make this quick. All right, who's next?
So, you are aware that this place was the ground on which the Great War was fought.
Yeah, we heard from the old man here.
The Great War was sparked by a type of Blastia. What? This was not a Blastia that had been excavated. It had been constructed in the city of Temza using a new type of technology,
The Hermes Blastia.
Hermes Blastia?
I've never heard of it. And if you say it was newly built...
I didn't think you could make a new Blastia.
The Hermes models were even more effective at converting air into energy. They were intended to revolutionize the technology of Blastia.
But something went wrong.
The Blastia using these Hermes-type formulas required massive quantities of air. The Airkrina began producing abnormal amounts of air in order to compensate.
That would mean the end, not just of humanity, but all life on this planet.
Just like we saw at Cave Mach and the Wiesent of Kados. Wouldn't like to see that happen everywhere.
The Entelekea realized the dangers of the Hermes Blastia before the humans, and they moved to destroy them.
Which created a conflict that grew until it eventually became the Great War.
So then the Entelekea fought against the humans to help the planet?
But why didn't they tell the humans how dangerous those Blastia were?
Neither side probably cared much if the other brought itself to ruin. There's never been any love lost between humans and Entelekea. Probably didn't talk much.
Or maybe there was another reason. But what does any of this have to do with you, Judy?
Temza fell to the flames of war, and the technology of the Hermes Blastia was believed lost.
Wait, you mean there are still Hermes models in operation?
Yes, at Rago's mansion, Amit Hill, Gosferost, not to mention.
The Ceres Blastia on the Fiertia.
That new Ceres Blastia must have been a Hermes Blastia.
So then you've been destroying the Blastia in place of the Entelekea.
You could have mentioned that. Why didn't you say something? Were you gonna save the world all on your own? Are you stupid?
What was that?
Baul!
Nan!
It looks like we found our mark.
You will not pass.
You're a person, aren't you? How can you defend a monster?
Didn't you get the news? I said nobody lays a hand on one of our own.
We won't allow that. Not even from you, Nan.
We were having a conversation over here. Butt out!
I can't believe these guys. Such scallywags.
I don't usually like to get my clothes dirty, but...
Everyone, have the hunting blades added people to their list of targets?
Nobody who associates with monsters can rightly call themselves a person.
Carol, have you forgotten the credo of the hunting blades? Step aside. Monsters are evil, and the hunting blades pursue that evil. But the Entelekea aren't evil. They were fighting to save the world.
Don't let them fool you with that credo nonsense. They're on a job. They're here for the Epithea.
It seems you won't listen to reason. If you have no intention of moving...
You leave us no choice.
That's what happens when I get serious.
Nan, I'm sorry.
Get ready. I'm taking you down. That's what happens. You'll be gone soon enough. All right, who's next? That's what happens. What's happening?
Baul is trying to evolve as an Entelekea.
It looks like he's suffering.
Baul, come on!
You can do it!
No!
I want to heal your wounds, but there's nothing I can do. My power is poison to you, isn't it?
Healing wounds isn't your power, Estelle.
What do you mean? Don't you remember Bellius's words?
Power corrupts, but you are different. Never lose that kindness, the compassion you so readily show to others.
My compassion for others.
Your thoughts are reaching Baul. I'm sure of it.
All we can do now is hope for the best. Well now.
Amazing.
I knew you could do it.
Your partner seems like he's gonna be just fine.
Yes, thank you all for helping to protect him. This is something I couldn't have done alone.
You're one of us. Of course we'd help.
That's right.
Didn't I tell you? You got through to him. You make it through to Pharaoh as well. Will you be going to meet him?
That's up to Estelle to decide.
I'll go. It's been the purpose of my journey, after all.
Are you sure? What if you end up getting killed?
Even still, I've got to stand firm on this.
It won't be too long before the hunting blades send reinforcements. How about a change in scenery before they show up and spoil the party?
There's only one path down from here, though. We're bound to run into them.
The skies are wide open above us.
Have you lost your mind?
Get on. We'll fly as far as the Fiertia. We can finish talking once we arrive.
Judy!
She's sleeping. She must be exhausted.
Yeah, I mean, she just keeled over. Wasn't expecting that.
I bet she watched over Baul the entire time he was evolving. She probably didn't get much sleep. She probably had no idea when the hunting blades would attack either.
She was putting up a brave front, but she must have been near the end of her rope.
She's just dumb. She doesn't know how to express what she's feeling.
And I'm really glad we're able to help Judy out.
We can finish talking with her tomorrow. We should let her sleep now. In fact, I wouldn't mind a little shut-eye myself.
Are you thinking about Judy?
Yeah. I'm wondering what we should do about her.
It's true that she broke the guild's laws and betrayed us.
I always thought that a guild's strict adherence to its own laws was what kept it together. That there could be no exceptions, no lenience for those who would break the laws. But
She did what she did to save the world. Judy is destroying Blastia because she knows it's the right thing to do. Even if...
yep, Judith didn't break our laws in order to do something bad. I know this now. I'm gonna talk with her about it and give it some more thought. I'll figure this out eventually.
Oh yeah?
Maybe if I become a little more decisive, Nan will listen to me too.
Oh, Yuri.
Sorry to interrupt while you were thinking.
Ever since I took Bellius's life without meaning to, I've wanted to know what it means to be the child of the full moon. So that I've always thought that it was my duty to know, but After what happened to Peleus,
That's how everyone is. They do something, they learn. They do something else, they learn more.
you too, Yuri?
Yeah?
Maybe if I had known everything ahead of time, I wouldn't have made any mistakes.
There's only one thing I can say for sure.
What's that?
Maybe you wouldn't have made any mistakes, but it sure would have been boring.
I really wonder.
So does an old man past his prime fit into the picture at all?
What are you whining about, old man? Why are you past your prime?
What Judith was talking about before. Hermes Blastia, was it? Blastia created with techniques that should have been lost in the war are still active. Do you know what this means?
I guess someone who survived the war brought either Blastia or those techniques back with them.
If that person was still using the Blastia, even though he knew it was harmful to the Earth, someone like that would have to be quite the villain indeed.
Oh man, don't tell me you...
Hey now, yours truly was nothing but an innocent youth on the straight and narrow back then. I wouldn't do something like that even on my worst day.
I was just trying to trick you into giving yourself away. You're a slippery one.
Son of a... When are you gonna learn some respect for your elders?
Don't fall overboard.
Oh, I'll be careful, Yuri. The world sure is big.
Yeah. Even though we're flying this high in the air, we still can't see everything.
If the world's this big, I guess it makes sense that there'd be so many things we don't know. It might not make that much of a difference whether I get my memories back or not.
Are you saying you'd be okay with not getting them back?
I'm saying that I'm not the only one who feels restless and anxious not knowing the truth. Everyone's worried about something, even you and Estelle.
You think so?
Isn't that why everyone's here? Isn't that why Judy came back?
And is that why you're here too?
I don't want to be alone.
You know, you're being pretty honest today.
I'm always honest.
Really? Well, maybe you are. Is that the core from the Ceres Blastia that Judy destroyed?
Yes, it's definitely cut with a different formula than the usual core. It looks like what she said was true.
She said she wasn't too good at lying after all.
To discover that the new technique you created was bad for the world, after what must have been years of research. I can't imagine how the person who created the Hermes technique must have felt.
Well, what if it had been you?
If I found out that it hurt the Earth, I would have to do something about it. But I wouldn't destroy the Blastia like that.
What the?
Nothing. If only things weren't so complicated. I could have just blasted her into oblivion and been done.
Morning, Yuri.
Morning.
It's a beautiful morning, but even as we stand here, the air is out of balance, and our world may already be dying.
That's right.
Judy!
Well, look who's feeling better.
In the past, these slight fluctuations of the air have not negatively affected our world. There have always been beings who maintain the balance by sensing changes in the airflow. Beings like Pharaoh and Baul.
So the Entelekea were responsible for keeping the air balanced.
For ages, the Entelekea have regulated the air, but the recent increase has been greater than they could control.
Which is being caused by the Hermes Blastia.
And which is also why you were going around taking down as many of them as you could.
Yes, that was my mission. The path I walk with Baul, to whom I owe my life.
The path you walk.
Now some would even hunt the Entelekea for Apatheia. This has made the mission of the Entelekea even more difficult.
Why is everybody so crazy about these Apatheia anyway?
I'm afraid I don't have an answer. The air an Entelekea absorbs becomes condensed within its body over time. When its life is at an end, that condensed air forms a crystal, an Apatheia. That's all I know. I imagine Pharaoh could shed more light on the subject, though.
So Apatheia are crystals of concentrated air. If that's true and the energy could be extracted from the Apatheia, it would be a source of overwhelming power, I'm sure.
Could we really do that?
I don't know.
But if that's possible, there must be tons of guys who want those things.
I bet somebody wants to use these things for the wrong reasons.
Why didn't you just tell us all this from the beginning?
Seriously, we could have avoided all this trouble if you just talked to us. Am I wrong?
Even if you had known, there are things not even you could have prevented.
What do you mean?
I showed up at Heliord because Baul had sensed a disturbance in the air. Where there was a disturbance, there was sure to be a Hermes Blastia. But what I found there was not a Blastia, it was a person. That had never happened before.
So it wasn't like you were looking for Estelle in particular back at Heliord.
Yet for some reason, Baul perceived Estelle as a disturbance in the air. I had to find out why. For the sake of the path I've chosen, it was at that time that Pharaoh first appeared. He seemed to have some idea who Estelle was. My mission was to destroy all the Hermes Blastia. However, Estelle was obviously not a Blastia. I needed to make absolutely certain. I made a deal with Pharaoh, and he agreed to grant me some time.
You mean...
If it became apparent that her existence posed too great a threat, then I would kill her.
You what?
Wait! Rita!
Settle down. Obviously, Judith reached a different conclusion.
All right, I get it.
Belius said you possess a heart of compassion. If you can communicate that to Pharaoh somehow, you may learn what you should do.
Hey, there's no real reason for you to fight Pharaoh anymore, right? I mean, we know the Hermes Blastia are what's causing the problem and everything. If we just make sure the Apatheia don't fall into the wrong hands...
I still want to meet Pharaoh. I want to hear what he has to tell me.
But...
Please try to understand. I have to know more about myself and take responsibility for who I am.
All right.
Sorry, Yuri. I don't think we can decide what to do about Judith right away.
I promise not to leave again until things have been settled, as you said. I need to accept that responsibility myself.
Let's go and find Pharaoh. We'll finally be getting around to one of the first things we set out to do. We can work out the rest once this is finished.
There is a rocky crag in the center of the sands of Kogor. That is where Pharaoh lives. Baul can take us there.
Okay, let's go. This meeting's been a long time coming.
I can communicate with Baul, but there are still a few things you should know.
Like what?
Baul can only land on the ground in wide, open spaces, so you won't be able to dismount on steep mountain ranges or in narrow canyons.
Can't he land on water?
Water's no good either.
Really? He looks like he'd be a good swimmer.
Yeah, he'd sink like a rock.
Huh, who knew?
But that's why we have a ship, right?
Right. If you'd like to get down onto the ocean, let me know. Baul will set our ship down there for us.
Okay, but what should we do when we want to fly again?
Use Baul's horn to call him to you.
Bowels. That's all there is to it?
Every Entelekea has a special region in its brain that can be used for communication with a special power Critians possess.
Huh. So we can get a hold of him by using that.
Right.
So this is where Pharaoh is?
Should be. I wasn't able to see him when we came to the desert, but I think this is where we can meet him.
I hope nothing bad will happen. What if he suddenly attacks us?
I can't make any guarantees. I don't think we'll have a say in the matter.
That just means we need to do our best so nothing bad happens.
Carol, are you okay?
No, I'm not okay. I should go.
Pharaoh sure did pick a bleak place to live in, don't you think?
They say this area used to be covered in lush greenery.
Why did it turn into this rocky desert?
I don't know that much.
Estelle, are you really going to meet him? Even though you could be killed?
Yes, I've already made peace with this decision.
Rita, you've been acting a little funny ever since hearing Judy's story on the ship. Do you have a problem with meeting Pharaoh?
I just think it'll be hard on her to hear what he has to say. But it's too late to turn back now. We've come this far after all.
Well, he doesn't seem to be here. Maybe he's off somewhere taking a nap.
Pharaoh? You are here, aren't you?
Insipid poison, you appear before me at last.
So you are here. Is that how you greet all your guests, Pharaoh? By calling them names?
For what reason have you come to me? Surely you are aware that I could end your existence with a mere thought.
You talk pretty big, don't you? Well, if you really want to fight, I'd hate to disappoint you.
Yuri, no! Everyone, please wait!
Estelle!
Pharaoh, please hear what I have to say.
Does death hold no fear for you, little one? For you gaze now into the mouth of death itself.
I am afraid, but I'm even more afraid of dying without knowing who I really am. Belius told me I needed to meet you to learn about my destiny. I have to know just what that destiny is. I understand that I am a threat to the Entelikeia, but you said that I am a poison to this world. What is this power I have? Just who is the child of the full moon? If it is true that my existence cannot be tolerated, then it's okay if I have to die. But I at least deserve to know why it is I have to die. Please tell me. I beg of you.
There was a time when this was a verdant land, sheltered by the blessing of an air crene.
So there was an air crene here.
But what happened? Why did it change?
What you see are the results of too much air and its aftermath. As to why the air ran rampant, the answer lies with the poison brought by the child of the full moon.
Huh?
The power of the child of the full moon stimulates the air crene more than any blastia.
Huh?
Blastia convert air into energy by way of a formula. So if Estelle can use her healing arts without the aid of any blastia, she must possess a formula in her very being that lets her convert air into energy. Judith was searching for blastia that used a particular kind of formula. So, this special formula Estelle has must also consume massive amounts of air, which causes the air crene to become more active and pump out more air than they should. I had hoped my hypothesis would have been wrong.
Then
It is as she has said, with each use of her power, the child of the full moon uses far more air than the blastia. In so doing, the imbalance of air in this world is furthered. For the planet, such an existence can only be called a poison.
So you just wipe it out then? Little quick to judge, aren't you, Pharaoh?
This problem concerns the entire planet, and she is its cause. To do nothing would be unparalleled folly.
If the problem's with Estelle, then it's for us to solve.
That's right. We can't let anyone else handle it.
The gravity of this situation is beyond your grasp.
You don't honestly think that everything's gonna be all sunshine and rainbows if Estelle dies, do you?
It would at least eliminate one problem.
Pharaoh, at Heliord I stopped myself. And again at Dawngrest I stopped you. What I thought was a Blastia turned out to be a human. Before I realized it, I had lost my way. I never thought this child could be as great a danger as you had said.
And due to your confusion, I granted you the time necessary to see things as they are. As a result, my sister Belius is now lost to me. Enough. This power will bring only ruin.
Not sure I understand all this, but if her power's the problem, why can't she just not use it?
There can be no guarantee she will not try to use the power.
That's true. She does have trouble turning a blind eye to things happening around her. Someday she will surely use her power to help someone. However, as long as she keeps that spirit of compassion, she cannot only be seen as harmful. She is not like a Blastia. I know that you can feel the difference.
Compassion alone will not save this world.
Listen, Pharaoh, I get that you've thought all this through with everybody's best interest in mind, but why doesn't that world have a place for Estelle?
It is sometimes necessary to remove a part to save the whole.
I don't buy that for a second. What makes you so high and mighty that you're the one to decide who gets cut and who doesn't?
We have endured the anxiety of existence for far greater a span than you can conceive. Such words mean nothing from those who call this world home for but a fleeting moment.
Pharaoh, please, listen. The important thing is finding a way to stop the excessive air, correct? We still have time left to search for such a thing.
Judith.
And if the effects of Estelle's power reach their absolute limit, I will kill her as promised. You should have no complaint with this.
Hey, Judith, are you serious?
I'm sure brave Vesperia will come up with something before that happens, right?
What? Yeah, of course we will.
Score one for Judith. So that settles it. If we humans are to blame for Estelle's problem and bringing on the apocalypse, then it's up to us to make things right. If we give it all we've got and still blow it, you can slow roast us on a grill for all I care.
You have changed. If you were still as before.
Have I? That is nice to hear.
Very well. Be ever mindful, though, that time is fleeting.
Wait! If the formulas are causing the excessive air, then there must have been times when this happened in the past. I mean, the Blastia were a product of an ancient civilization.
There exist those who have inherited the sins of the past. If any yet can speak of what occurred in the days of old, it is they.
He's gone.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for everything, Yuri. Judith, you too.
No problem. But hey,
What?
it's okay if I have to die? What the hell was that?
I'm sorry.
I don't want to hear that again.
I'm sorry.
Man, I was really worried there for a while.
We were pretty lucky that bruiser was in a mood for conversation. Poor Raven's heart can't handle that sort of stuff anymore.
You're pretty gutless for an old man.
Geez, Patty, you've really got nerves of steel.
If he really wanted to kill Estelle, he'd have attacked us immediately. And that's what I can't figure out.
I imagine Pharaoh was conflicted as well. He hid himself from us in the desert to see just what we were made of.
Huh. Maybe he wasn't as bad as we thought after all.
You might be right. I get the feeling he'd do whatever's necessary when push comes to shove.
That sounds like you.
Maybe.
But what are we gonna do, Yuri? You heard what he said.
We're going to fix the problems the air's causing, and that's all.
That's easier said than done. We're pretty much at square one, you know.
Mm-hmm. And no one wants to be at square one.
There's no doubt that the formulas are related somehow to the air getting used up. We need to find out about the ancient Blastia, and if they went berserk or not. If we had that kind of information, it might give us a clue.
Ask those who have inherited the sins of the past about the days of old. Or at least that's what Pharaoh said.
The Kritia were the ones to invent the Blastia. In other words, we need to ask a Kritian who is still familiar with the old stories.
Yeah, the Kritia are often credited as the inventors of the Blastia.
There isn't much left of the Kritian city of Timza, though.
It'd be a lot easier if there were more cities.
The hidden city of Miorzo. It is far older than Timza, and the birthplace of the Kritia. The first Blastia also originated there.
Really? Well, what do you know? You wouldn't happen to know where this Miorzo might be, would you, darling?
I've heard that name somewhere. There was a Kritian in Ospio. I'm sure they mentioned something about it.
Do you think that person might still be there?
Well, there's no harm in checking it out.
Judith, are you coming with us?
I should. We still have the issue of the guild to straighten out.
So, to Ospio then.
All that stuff about the balance of the world is pretty hard to take in.
Yeah, I hadn't even been outside the capital until just a while ago myself. And now we're here talking about the fate of the world. You never know what life will bring you.
But isn't that what makes it interesting?
I don't think we can afford to be that relaxed anymore. Estelle doesn't have much time left.
What's the harm? It's not as if acting all serious is gonna solve anything.
Besides, Estelle will notice if we look all worried.
Well, maybe so, but...
We won't forget what Pharaoh said. Relax.
I know, it's just...
Estelle's got it the worst. If we get too down about this, we won't be much help to her.
It's been another long day. Let's save the manhunt for tomorrow.
I second that. Oh, how long's it been since I've slept in a proper bed?
Well, I suppose we can all stay at my place.
Wait, there's something I want to take care of first.
You mean me?
Carol,
This is a guild thing. Best for us not to get involved.
I've thought about it a lot. What we should do, like, as a guild. And I realized we have to figure out a few things if we're going to keep this guild going.
It sounds like you've decided what we should do.
Well, we said it before. The most important thing is obeying the guild's laws. Those who break the laws suffer strict punishment, even if they're friends or family. They say that's the source of a guild's pride.
Yes.
So what I'm thinking is, we all have to receive punishment.
What do you mean?
I didn't know that Judith was fighting for our planet all on her own. But even though I didn't know, I still failed to help a fellow guild member. So I gotta accept my punishment. Yuri?
Me?
Maybe you were trying to follow your own path, but you still kept things hidden from us. There's no way that can be for the good of the guild.
Well...
So you gotta be punished too.
Now he's stretching it.
The laws are important. What if someone does the right thing, but still breaks the law? Should they be punished? To be honest, I just don't know yet. So that's why we should all just accept our punishment and start over from scratch. What do you think?
I can't promise I won't have my secrets in the future.
Well, if that's the way it is, if you can't trust us, then there's nothing you can do. That would be my fault.
And what if I destroy a Blastia that our guild was planning on using again? That would be breaking the law that says I should act in the interest of the guild.
But you'd also be acting for the sake of the world. Guilds aren't there just so people can obey their laws. I think we can let that slide.
Doesn't that sort of make your laws meaningless?
I've never heard of a guild like this before, but you've got me interested, I'll give you that much.
There's no need to be such a stickler for the rules. Gotta be more relaxed.
Carol, you're just full of surprises. I had thought plenty about myself and what I should be doing, but I might not have considered how my actions would affect you guys. This is a way of settling things I didn't even realize existed.
I just wanted to keep traveling with all of you. I just wanted each of our own paths to be the same as brave Vesperia's.
Sounds all right with me. You heard the man, Judy. I guess that's where we stand.
You really are some of the oddest people I've ever met. But I suppose I can manage to put up with you.
All right then, one more time. Brave Vesperia, fall out!
They're just making it up as they go, aren't they? Is that all a guild is?
The Don ran his guild just a teensy bit differently.
There's something beautiful about this way, though.
Brave Vesperia sure is nice.
Do you want to join too, Patty?
Can't right now.
Oh yeah, you still have to get your memory back.
So, what about the punishment?
Oh yeah, I almost forgot.
Looks like you guys are on Critian researcher detail. We'll be relaxing at my place.
Hey, why do you get to decide?
Excuse me? Did I hear a complaint?
No, ma'am.
No.
Good day.
Good day, my sister.
Judith.
I'm Tord.
You wouldn't happen to know anything about Miorzo, would you? I'd like to go there. I need to know where Miorzo is located, and how I can get there.
Even if you reach the city, there won't be anything for you to see there. But what do you plan on doing there anyway?
Is not a Critian's interest in her own ancestral city reason enough to go?
That is an acceptable reason, but I'm afraid I don't know anything about where it could be.
I've heard your name before, Tort. You help guide those Critians remaining on Earth up to the heavens. Will you not tell me because these humans are with me?
Our ancient law states that we cannot show anyone but our brothers and sisters the way to Miorzo.
Shouldn't it be a matter of whether they can be trusted rather than whether they're Critian or not? At the very least, these humans can be trusted.
I shall ask once more. Why do you seek Miorzo?
The world is headed towards some bad things, all thanks to Blastia. We want to go to know what happened in the past and how we can stop it. We want to help everyone, not just the Critians. How's that?
Very well. I do not know if you'll find the answers to your questions, but I will show you the way. First of all, you'll need a special bell to open the path to Miorzo.
A bell?
Indeed. It is hidden in one of the southern caverns on the continent of Hippionia.
But isn't Hippionia really big?
The cavern is on a shore where red flowers bloom. If you use that as your guide, I'm sure you shall find it. Also, the door in the back of that cavern can only be opened by us Critians.
What do you mean?
Don't worry, I'll see that we're allowed to enter.
And? What are we supposed to do with that bell?
Relax. You humans are always so impatient. Once you have the bell, you must travel to Egathor Forest.
The Egathor Forest? Isn't that on Hippionia too? I've heard of it before.
Yes, the sacred land of the Cridians is located there. So that's where the door to Miorzo is.
If you use the bell there, the door shall open. There is, however, a problem.
A problem?
Yes. Egathor Forest is being devastated by a mysterious group. In addition to their overwhelming numbers, they also carry with them strange Blastia. I cannot fathom their motives, but this is certainly a matter of great concern.
So if we go to Miorzo, we have to do something about them?
Exactly. We need you to restore peace to our sacred land.
Gotcha. So we get that bell, beat the mysterious group senseless, ring the bell, and the door opens. That sound right?
Indeed.
I understand. Thank you.
May the road rise up to meet you, sister.
And you as well. Let's go back to where everyone's waiting.
Yeah.
Did you find out anything?
We've got a lead in a place called Egathor Forest.
I'm pretty sure it's on the west side of Hippionia, to the south of here.
So, Miorzo's in that forest?
No, but a door is.
Huh? A door? What do you mean?
There's a door there that leads to Miorzo.
We were told the bell that opens the door is hidden in a cavern on a shore in Hippionia, where red flowers bloom.
It'd be fastest to just go and check it out.
First, let me rest.
Perhaps we should get some rest before leaving?
But
we don't really have a choice.
All right, then I'm gonna walk around town and search for clues about the treasure.
Hey, hold it. You should really... Hey, she's gone already.
Anyway, once we've gotten some rest, let's go look for that cavern in Hippionia.
So, Patty, did you find any clues about the Maristella?
There were a lot of books, but none of them were about Ifrid.
Well, duh. This city only has books about Blastia.
Oh well, looks like I'm just gonna have to keep searching for clues with you guys.
Did you just say Ifrid?
Huh?
Hey, you. You that girl they've been saying is Ifrid's grandchild? So, you neither admit nor deny it. And I guess it must be true. Interesting. So you're the grandchild of that bastard who disgraced the guilds. You just look like a regular brat to me. Why don't you say something? Can't even defend your own grandfather? Oh yeah, I guess that's something no one could ever defend, huh? Considering all the nasty stuff he did.
How can you say such horrible things?
How? Well, because it's the truth. Hey, wait! You guys must be Siren's Fang's newest guild members, right?
We're Brave Vesperia.
Brave Vesperia? What a funny name. What kind of a guild is that?
Well, it's, you see...
Why? You gonna give us some good jobs if we tell you?
I don't have any jobs to give shady thugs involved with Ifrid like you guys. Brave Vesperia, huh? It's good-for-nothing trash like you who've been tarnishing what it means to be a guild.
You're the good-for-nothing trash who's been tarnishing the name of the city.
You're Rita Mordio?
Looks like there's a lot more vulgar pieces of trash than the last time I was here. Geez, it'll be a real nuisance if anyone thinks I'm associated with you. Let's get out of here.
Wait!
Oh? Was there something else you wanted to say?
No.
But what are we gonna do? I'm pretty sure that guy's gonna spread rumors.
I don't care. If that's the kind of thing that could destroy our guild, we would have been finished a long time ago.
Yeah, we should just let people say what they're going to say.
Wasn't our destination ashore in Hippionia where red flowers bloom?
Ah, yeah.
Then let's get going.
I think from my previous playthrough, like, the place itself shows up on the map, but I think I have to enter a dungeon first before it'll let me find the place, so it's gotta be one of these two red dots is my guess. So I see now.
This is it, right?
It matches the description Tort gave us, but...
Ashore in Hippionia where red flowers bloom, right?
Maybe Tort tricked you guys.
Either that or we came to the wrong place.
Wait. I can feel a draft coming from in there.
The inside must be hollow.
Out of the way!
It's open.
What kind of a nasty person does something like that?
Perhaps they sealed it up to keep fishy people like you from getting in.
Whoa! You're really gunning for old Raven? Sometimes you can be so mean, Judith.
What's wrong, Patty?
It's nothing. I was just a little scared of the dark.
You're scared of the dark? You really are a kid.
Look who's talking.
If you're scared, you can wait here.
I'm fine. I'll go with you guys.
What is that?
What are all these stones doing in a place like this? It's so creepy.
Wait, these aren't graves, are they?
Maybe we really did come to the wrong place.
But even if that's the case, why are there so many here? Why?
I can't believe how many there are.
I never imagined we'd find a place like this while we were searching for the home of the Critia.
There's something written over there.
Here lie the victims of the Black Hope Massacre. We mourn their deaths, and in this place lay their souls to rest.
These are all victims of the Black Hope Massacre!
And these are the graves of people who were killed by Ifrit?
Yes, but I had no idea there could be so many. Patty!
I never thought.
Patty!
No matter how you look at it, this is just too much. You can't expect a child to accept such a cold reality at her age.
I wonder who built these graves.
Who knows? Maybe there were some survivors of the massacre.
But this is so horrible.
I'm going to look for the key to Miorzo. You all should stay here.
What? You're going by yourself?
We can't bring Patty along when she's like this, can we?
There aren't any signs of monsters here. We should go too. Rapide, take good care of Patty, okay?
Looks like a dead end.
Maybe the old man was right, and we really did come to the wrong place.
But there weren't any other shores with red flowers, were there?
Do you mind if I take a look at that? Illusion, be undone. It is I of the chosen people whom you have anxiously awaited.
A door?
What? What did you do?
The Critians possess an ancient power known as the Negig that can read the information in objects. I used that power to learn the secret phrase that would remove the enchantment that hid this door.
I see. So this is what Tort meant when he said the door could only be opened by a Critian.
Now, let's go inside.
be the key for the door to Myorzo?
Yes, we were told it's a bell, so this has to be it.
Still, why is there a graveyard in the cave where the bell was hidden?
It's just a coincidence.
Maybe. I bet the person who built that graveyard didn't know the bell was hidden here.
I guess that's to be expected with the door being invisible.
Maybe the person who closed the entrance to this cave was the one who built the graveyard.
What for?
Who knows? Maybe to prevent grave robbing. Or maybe there was some other reason they had to hide this place.
It is true that Tord never said anything about the cave entrance. You might be right.
So someone went to all the trouble of burying those people in such a remote location? Is that really all it is?
I don't know, but we've got the bell we came for, so let's go back and see Patty.
Yuri, did Ifrid really kill all those people?
Maybe he did.
Patty.
That's the truth she was after.
Yes, but she wasn't at all prepared for it.
Right. Let's hurry back. Thank you, Rapide. We got what we came for. Can you stand up, Patty? We're going.
Are you going already?
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Don't push yourself, okay?
Cypher.
Can you come with us? Could she be? All we've got left to do is to ring the bell we just got in Egathor Forest.
I agree.
Yuri, I need to talk to you.
What is it?
I'd like to say goodbye to all of you now. It's time for us to part ways.
You sure?
Why so sudden? You don't like traveling with us anymore?
No, that's not it.
If you feel uncomfortable around us because of what you learned about Ifrid, then...
Just don't want to cause you guys any more trouble. Even if you don't mind. Well, I do.
Patty.
What kind of nonsense is that?
Rita?
Every single one of these guys causes nothing but trouble. Do you really think you're any more of a troublemaker than the rest of us?
Rita.
If it's really just so you can focus on what you need to do, then I won't try to stop you.
It'll be lonely around here without you.
We've come this far together. There's no need to hold back.
We crossed the desert and fought so many battles together.
Besides, you don't need to give an answer here and now, do you?
Plus, if you leave us now, we won't be able to pilot the ship and we'll be in real trouble. Just think about it after your emotions have calmed down. You can pick what you want to do then. Until that time, though, why don't you come with us?
Okay.
All right. It's off to Egathor Forest.
We just gotta get rid of those suspicious guys and ring the bell, right?
Yes.
This is Egathor Forest, a holy place for the Christian people.
Huh. It's nicer here than I imagined. Not a bad spot at all.
Whoa, really? I thought you liked being cooped up in cold, dark labs and stuff.
I wish I could have seen it in its original state.
That must be the Blastia the mystery group brought with them.
But that's a Hopelone Blastia.
What do you mean by mystery group?
We weren't able to get any details, but Tort said he'd tell us how to get to Myorzo if we did something about them.
Would doing something include smashing that thing?
I wonder. I suppose we could if there are no complaints.
I'll fix it so there's no need for you to break it.
Oh? I'll leave it to you then.
Are you gonna rest on the ship?
No, I'll go.
You'll be gone soon enough. You'll be gone soon enough. All right, who's next? Hold still. I'll make this quick. That's what happened.
Halt! This area is currently under control of the Imperial Knights.
The Royal Guard. This is the Commandant's private force of elite knights.
What are the Commandant's forces doing in a forest like this with Hopelone Blastia?
I have no reason to answer your questions. Civilian activity is restricted by law in this area.
Be that as it may, why are you pointing that weapon at us like that?
Bring it on!
You'll be gone soon enough.
This wasn't supposed to happen.
That's what happens when I get serious.
Man, that escalated quickly. Well, we're off to a good start.
So the mysterious group of people was the Imperial Knights.
Why did he attack us?
Maybe because they're doing something here that they don't want anyone to know about?
You mean, with that Blastia?
Maybe, yeah.
You said you...
I know.
Watch out!
Estelle! What did you just do?
Same as what she did in Heliard. Estelle's power took the air and made it dissipate. You've got to stop doing crazy things like that.
I'm sorry. I just thought about how everyone was in danger, and before I knew it, my power...
Her power is starting to unconsciously respond to her feelings.
That last attack came from that Blastia. It was aiming straight at us.
Which means that Estelle will end up using her power every time we're shot at.
But then... what should I do?
Hey, you saved us, didn't you?
Yeah, if that had hit us head on, we would have been goners for sure. We should be mad at the fact that they shot at us, not that Estelle protected us.
We've sworn to settle Estelle's problems, along with the world's problems. Everything we're doing right now is towards that purpose. We shouldn't let the details get in our way.
But won't Pharaoh get mad if she keeps doing stuff like this? Whether it's by a Blastia or by Pharaoh, I don't want to be barbecued a lot.
Come on, this is simple. We just have to do something about that Blastia, right?
That's right.
Let's pummel the jerks who are controlling that Blastia!
All right, let's go. Try to keep a low profile. If you keep standing around, we're gonna leave you behind.
You'll be gone soon enough. That's what happened. Get ready. I'm taking you down.
It's them!
Get out of our way. You'll be gone soon enough. That's what happens when I get serious. Now then, at least we don't have to worry about being shot at anymore.
We might have stopped the Knights, but we still gotta deal with this guy. He's not a Hermes Blastia, but the formula's been encrypted.
Care to explain in English?
Basically, without a key to decode the formula, we can't turn it off.
So I assume breaking the code isn't...
No, it's not easy. Even if I could break it, that would take time. Maybe if I
don't think this will take much time at all.
Wait! But you said...
Help!
What are you doing here?
Perhaps he is this Blastia's engineer.
No! I mean, I am an engineer and all, but I was just following orders! I swear I never wanted to get involved in something like this!
Undo the code and stop this Blastia now!
Yes, of course, right away!
I'm sorry for surprising you back there.
Duh. I knew right away you were only trying to make me jump.
Oh?
At least that's one problem down. Now we can go to Myorzo once the weather clears.
No!
What is it?
Yuri!
I could use your help here, kid.
Right.
Should have known they'd have another one of these.
Yuri, don't tell me you did that to keep me from using my power.
Don't you think that was a bit reckless?
Indeed. Do you have a death wish?
This is nothing.
Yuri, I'm sorry. It was my fault.
Hey, you did the same for us before, right? Well, now we're even.
But
Estelle, perhaps a simple thank you would do best.
Moving right along, we'd better do something about that other Blastia.
Hey, you wouldn't happen to know... Hey!
Fast, little bugger. We better catch him quick.
Please wait. Patty's... Rita, I'm sorry. I let him get away.
Don't worry about it. I'll come up with something.
Yeah, but you said it wasn't easy.
As long as the Knights aren't around, we don't have to worry so much about how long it takes. Besides, who do you think you're dealing with? I'm the genius mage, Rita Mordio. If it's me versus a Blastia, I'll win or die trying.
Let's hope it doesn't come to that.
What are you doing? If we leave it like this, someone could use it again. I'll just make a few adjustments. I'm sorry.
Nothing shines quite so bright as a young person with something they're willing to risk their life for.
For somebody who stood on death's doorstep, saying you'll do something or die trying isn't just a figure of speech.
Huh? Death's doorstep?
Didn't you say you almost died during the Great War?
Forgot I mentioned that. Well, only the living have the privilege of saying they'll fight to the last breath. Words like conviction and resolve don't mean much to a dead man.
You okay, old man?
Here I am, running off at the mouth. I get a bit sentimental when I start digging up the past. Come on! Onward!
Ready to go?
ready. I'm taking you down. That's what I... You'll be gone soon enough. Hold still. I'll make this quick. Get ready. I'm taking you down. That's what I... Hold still. I'll make this quick. All right, who's next? That's what I... Hold still. I'll make this quick. Get ready. I'm taking you down. All right, who's next? All right, who's next? That's what I...
Everyone, take cover!
Is everyone okay?
I'll live.
Me too.
This time the old man looks a little worse for wear.
Hey, old man, want to sit this one out? You can go on ahead.
If you leave me behind, there ain't any place else for me to go.
Come on. Even Yuri wouldn't leave you here for good. And anyway, you could always go back to Altos, couldn't you?
There's always that, I suppose. But they're, how do I say it? Not the same as you guys.
Oh, really?
Well, if you're okay, old man, let's get over to that Blastia before it recharges and attacks us again.
Aye, aye. Roger that.
Get ready. I'm taking you down. All right, who's next? That's what happens. Get ready. I'm taking you down. All right, who's next? Get ready. I'm taking you down. All right, who's next? Hold Hold still. I'll make this quick. That's what That's over. I'm not...
Pretty sure I wasn't supposed to fight that thing at this point in the game, but, you know, I got the devil arms, like, maxed out on Yuri, basically, so...
I'll make this quick.
It means that I can survive a lot of unsurvivable shit.
You'll be gone soon enough.
In this game, Daddy Bun Bun never have to run.
Let's go. You'll be gone soon enough. Let's go.
It just looks so humorous, like, running into these, like, ginormous-looking enemies and then just executing them in one shot.
You'll be gone soon enough. Let's go. Hold still. I'll make this quick. We're done.
Let me make this quick. We're done.
You'll be gone soon enough. That's over. You'll be gone soon enough. All right, who's next? I'm just getting...
Deadliest bunny on the whole dang block. Jumping in, hopping in, chopping that cock.
Hold still. I'll make this quick. Alright, who's next? Let's go.
Just gotta sexecute all the naughty enemies.
Hold still. I'll make this quick. That's over.
motherfucking
Hold still. I'll make this
evil
quick.
treasure chest.
Let's go.
That Blastia's been making some weird noises.
It's charging up air. It won't be able to fire again for a while.
If we hurry up and sneak past, the enemy will be utterly helpless.
You don't seriously think that, do you?
It's the Royal Guard!
From the other side, too.
We're surrounded?
We need to stand firm and hold out.
Yeah, you just gotta keep
Get
it
ready.
firm.
I'm taking you down.
Alright, who's next?
Until out comes the sperm.
I'm just getting started.
You don't scare me. And another.
Good job, Spot.
Did we get everyone? Stop zoning out.
I'm sorry, Yuri.
Patty, maybe you should have stayed back on the ship after all.
If I'm just gonna keep causing trouble for you guys like this, maybe I should have...
Enough with the indecision and grumbling. We've come this far, haven't we? We're all friends here. Didn't we tell you not to worry?
Friends.
My, it's not every day we get to hear you say such sweet things, Rita.
Shut up! Come on, we have to stop that Hoplan Blastia.
Oh my god, I just thought of a terrible nickname for somebody whose name is Rita. You could call her Diarrhea.
Okay. You all heard the lady.
Friends.
Diarrhea bum bum, diarrhea bum bum. There's a twitching in her hole, and you know she's gonna explode. Diarrhea.
Patty, what are you doing? Do you want to get left behind?
No, I'm coming. I'm coming too. After all, you guys are my friends.
Get ready. I'm taking you down. I'm just getting started.
He's gonna take you down to Funky Town.
Those who obstruct the work of the Knights shall be treated as criminals!
Wouldn't have it any other way. You'll be gone soon enough. Alright, who's next?
Supposed to happen.
Let's go. How does it look, Rita?
Just like I thought. This formula is protected by a code as well.
Think you can break it?
I said I'd do it or die trying, didn't I? This has nothing to do with getting us to Miorzo anymore. There's no way in hell I'll let those idiot knights go on using these poor Blastia like this.
Okay, I'll leave this to you guys.
And where are you off to?
I'm gonna keep watch down below, just in case more Royal Guards show up.
Well then, I'll come along and help out.
I'm going too. It looks like Patty's cheered up.
I hope so. And you know, the guy's enthusiasm actually kind of scares me.
It's Yuri's influence.
I guess the rest of us will stay here for now.
Yuri himself is as laid back as can be, though.
True.
Looks like it'll be a while before she can crack that code.
Royal Guard, huh? I wonder what those guys were planning to do with the Blastia anyway.
The Knights have come back!
We've got to hold our ground here. You'll be gone soon enough. That's what happens when I get serious.
Rita! What are you... We have to destroy him! You worry about the Knights! Rita! But why? We're out of time! You can't possibly...
Rita! Can't possibly what? Fight them all off? Do you have no faith in me? In us? Succeed or die trying, wasn't it?
We won't give in! Rita, do what you can and save that Blastia!
Aye, we're gonna do our best. We're going to fight them all off, so hang in there.
You guys... I will! I'll fix this thing if it's the last thing I do! And just so you know, I'm expecting the same from you guys!
Oh, hell. Guess I'll give it all I got, too.
Are you joining the Shining Youth Brigade or something?
Looks that way.
Get ready. I'm taking you down.
I put the gay in Youth Brigade, if you know what I mean.
That's what happened.
It stopped! Rita! Way to go, Rita!
Well, I'll be. She came through.
The Knights are pulling back!
Why? Because the Blastia stopped? I wonder what they were trying to do.
Let's not look a gift horse in the mouth. Now we've kept our promise to Tord. Judith, you take it from here.
Okay.
Whoa!
What is that thing?
The door has opened. That is Miorzo, homeland of the Critian people.
It's definitely impressive.
It's as unexpected as a dandelion blooming on the bottom of the sea.
Looks like they won't keep it open for us very long. We should hurry. Baul!
A flying city. Who'd have guessed?
Forget the city. What about that huge thing? It looks like a living creature.
It's a floating jellyfish.
It's an Entelekea, though not one I've spoken to.
Entelekea? How did something like that swallow an entire city?
That I don't know.
I had absolutely no idea a city like this existed.
That's because Miorzo cut off contact with the outside world ages ago.
It's not gonna attack us or anything if we get closer, right?
Don't worry. As long as Baul is with us, we should be allowed to enter.
Man, this is amazing!
Hey, look!
They're all Critians.
Are they welcoming us?
Now this is a surprise. These visitors really are from the outside.
Well, well. So it was you who called on Miorzo.
And what is this? How strange. What curious ornaments you wear.
Hey, it's not polite to stare, you know.
How are such children as yourselves able to come here?
She's talking about you, Patty.
You too, Rita.
Is this monster an Entelekea, perhaps?
It's Baul. Have you forgotten him?
Oh, you're the one who descended to the Earth some years ago, right?
I believe Judith. Yes, Judith was your name. There was something you had to attend to, and...
Are you about finished? We would like to meet with the Elder.
Please feel free to do as you wish.
He may be out for a walk again, though.
Okay, so they're a bit weird.
That's actually called rude.
You're one to talk, Rita.
All Chrittians are pretty much like that.
Like what?
Oh, easygoing, unafraid. We are dreamers and optimists, for better or worse.
The Chrittians who live on the surface are like that too.
Living together with humans, the Chrittians on the surface have lost some of their naivete.
So is the Elder like that too?
How should I put it? He's the perfect elder for weird people.
Sounds like quite a unique individual. I'm trying to be nice here.
This should be interesting.
There'd be a city in a place like this.
There's so many types of Blastia I've never seen before.
Looks like the Chrittians really were the ones who created Blastia in the first place.
Yes, seeing all this Blastia makes it very easy to believe that.
I want a Blastia on my load inside of Yamama.
It sure would be nice if we happened upon a way to do something about your power, Mrs. Stell.
Really? That would be nice, but...
It's not working.
It doesn't have a core. It's just the body.
This city has stopped using Blastia. What you see here is what everyone threw out long ago.
Why would they do that?
Because that was the path we chose.
It's been a long time, Elder.
So you were the cause of all this commotion outside. You've returned to us.
These children are humans who are traveling with me.
This is Blastia, is it not?
Yes, it's my Bodhi Blastia that I use.
I thought that Earth dwellers had stopped using Blastia, like us.
Do you not use the Blastia here because it uses a special formula too?
There are no normal or special types of Blastia. Blastia is made by crushing Apatheia and processing those pieces with technology to produce cores, and through the absorption of air.
Hold it. Cores are made from crushed Apatheia?
Indeed, that is what the stories say. It appears Apatheia was too powerful in its original form. Even without that power, it is a stone more valuable than any precious gem. This is why its power was restrained by breaking it into pieces and carving formulas into it, and thus its numbers were also increased. Our legends tell us that cores were always produced in this way.
A bit ironic, huh?
Yeah. The Apatheia that comes from Entelekea, who hate Blastia, is necessary to make the very Blastia that they hate.
Maybe Pharaoh didn't tell us about Apatheia because he felt uncomfortable talking about it, you think?
Elder, there are many things I'd like to ask you about.
We're trying to find out what sort of role Blastia played in ancient times, and if Blastia ever brought disasters to this world, we'd like to know how they might have been stopped. Miorzo must still have some folklore, right? Perhaps you could tell us what you know.
Very well. My home would be a better place to speak of such things. Please go inside and wait for me there.
Hey there. Where are you going?
I was in the middle of my daily walk. I'll return to my house before too long.
Apatheia, Blastia, air disturbances, Entelakea. It looks like everything's connected.
We might even see more connections once he's told us the Critian folklore.
The Elder's house is the large building with a differently colored roof than all the others.
Gotcha.
Patty, we're leaving.
Oh yeah, I'm coming too.
Do you think we should really just go in?
He's the one who told us to wait for him here.
I guess the Critians really are different.
They don't seem to be in any great rush to get things done, that's for sure.
I know, they certainly are weird, aren't they?
Actually, you're kind of like that too, Judith.
That's funny, I don't see that at all.
Seems like Patty'd fit right in here too.
Might be nice to live here.
Ah, there you are.
Welcome back.
I've kept you waiting. Now, please, step this way if you will. Huh? This is the very means by which the lore of Miorzo is passed on.
But, it's just a wall.
Judith, use the Nagig as you touch the wall, and repeat these words. City of dreams, veiled in mist, reality's extension.
City of dreams, veiled in mist. Reality's extension?
What's happening?
Whoa. So the Nagik can do this kind of stuff too.
You know about the Nagig. Through its power and the secret phrase handed down, the wall's true form is revealed.
This painting is kind of creepy.
The Kritia, stewards of wisdom, founders of the mighty Garaios and ancient sages, our misbegotten wisdom has sown only the seeds of ruin. The Blastia we created granted us blessings, but also blighted the air, lifeblood of this world.
Then Rita was right. There were disturbances in the air in the past.
You think this is showing a disturbance in the air?
It looks more like the air is trying to eat the planet.
It is said that a great mass of air threatened to swallow the very planet whole.
The blight grew ever stronger and brought forth a cataclysm. In our terror, we gave a name to the cataclysm, the Adaphagos.
Adaphagos?
The world united to challenge the Adaphagos and banish the loathsome power which created it.
Hey, could that be the Entelakea?
It does look a bit like monsters and humans fighting something off together.
Though the Garaio civilization was lost, the Adaphagos was quelled in the end. The fact that we are all still here today is evidence enough of that.
So then, is this painting showing the Adaphagos being brought under control?
What is that?
It looks like a large ring. What is that?
Oh, the Elden Ring.
I can't say. I've wondered that myself.
Hey, what's the last thing it says there?
Judy?
Hearing the world's prayers, life faded from the child of the full moon. The Adaphagos disappeared into the void.
What?
The world's prayers. Life faded from the children of the full moon.
Our world was preserved, but the story shall remain here for generations to tell of our sin. 240th year of Asul.
What's that supposed to mean?
There is no further explanation of what each of these phrases may mean. Our ancestors created the Blastia, which led to the downfall of their entire civilization. They then chose to abandon the Blastia and sever their ties with the outside world.
Estelle!
Let her go.
This is all the lore of Miorzo.
Thanks. You've given us a lot to think about.
You know what's helpful? There's this magic cucumber that'll turn any dish into a gourmet meal.
I think we'll pass. Could we trouble you for a place to rest a while? I feel we may need to impose on you until our friend has calmed down.
You are free to use the house next door. No one lives there right now.
Thank you. Okay, let's be going.
The Cataclysm? The Autophagos?
If that legend's true, then maybe the power of the Child of the Full Moon isn't the only thing to blame for bringing out the Autophagos.
But what about the hearing the world's prayers, life faded from the children of the full moon part?
Maybe they averted danger by killing the cause of the Autophagos, the children of the full moon.
But wait! Aren't the Hermes Blastia the real cause? Can't we just stop those?
It might not be just the Hermes Blastia. That legend made it sound like all Blastia disturb the world's air. Right, Rita?
The Elder said that Blastia are Blastia. There are no normal ones or special ones. I think that means the only thing that's different is how much air each formula uses.
Even the Blastia we're using?
Bodhi Blastia are special, but all Blastia utilize air in a formula. They're all the same. And formulas need air to work. The Hermes technique, the children of the full moon, they're probably only part of the danger. With more and more Blastia, the Autophagos will awaken. This is what the Entelekea are afraid of.
And that's what I was worried about.
I didn't want to admit it. Blastia couldn't be bad. The people who used them for evil were the bad ones. That's what I always believed. But I was wrong.
So does that mean we have to stop every Blastia? Like the people here in Miorzo did?
Aye. We should toss every Blastia in the trash. Gotta row our boats with oars, too.
That's impossible. We need Blastia for our everyday lives. Barrier Blastia, Aqua Blastia, Bodhi Blastia, too.
Yeah, you're right.
So, it's really not possible?
I couldn't take on a really tough monster if I didn't have this.
Yeah.
I wish we could use Blastia without worrying about consuming air, but I guess that's just a dream.
The Rhizomata formula.
What's that?
All things exist due to the sublimation, reduction, formation, and dispersion of air. Some think that a still undiscovered theory could freely manipulate those essential mechanisms of air. Formulating that theory is the ultimate goal of current magical research by mages around the world.
So that's the Rhizomata formula?
If it's found, manipulating air will become so much easier. Of course, we need a formula to reconstruct air from power that was originally converted from air. But Estelle's power is actually directly manipulating air. Estelle is the closest thing to the Rhizomata formula. If we can use a formula to interfere with and neutralize Estelle's power...
I don't really get it, but if you work out that formula thing, then Estelle can live in peace, right?
So by that logic, if we could control the excess of air, we could prevent provoking the Autophagos.
Awesome!
Sounds difficult, but awesome.
So we're supposed to go looking for some formula that researchers all over the world can't find? Now you're really dreaming.
I will figure out this formula. For Estelle and for me.
Yeah, you do that.
Huh? Raven, where are you going?
For a walk. All this talk about saving the world, the ultimate goal of magical research. This conversation's a little much for old Raven to keep up with.
That formula sounds nice and all, but the air is getting worse as we're sitting here.
Yeah. For now, we have to find whoever is making the Hermes Blastia. Otherwise, it'll be too late, just like Pharaoh said.
But how are we supposed to find whoever that is?
If we follow whoever's looking for Apatheia, they should lead us right to them. Cores are made from Apatheia, after all.
So Flynn and Nan and their friends?
Yeah.
I wonder if we'll have to fight them.
That's kind of up to them.
What was that? This Blastia is working. Why? This one is fitted with a core.
Something's written here. Warp Blastia?
So in other words, someone used this to leave Miorzo?
It looks that way.
Didn't they get rid of all the Blastia here? There shouldn't be any functioning, right?
Yes. At least that's how it should be.
What could a functional Blastia be doing here?
It appears that someone's left the town.
Estelle. Where's Estelle?
Wait, and where'd the old man go?
Huh? You don't think both of them used this?
What do you mean?
The Blastia in our towns should have all lost their cores back in ancient times.
A core was probably brought in from outside the town. It should require adjustment to function properly, but Estelle's an exception to the rules. If she can interact directly with air, she might also be able to reconstruct air to fit the core's formula.
But why would she?
Elder, could you get everyone to help us search to see if our friends are in town?
Very well.
Let's look for them too.
As you thought, the two of them are nowhere to be found.
I wonder what could have happened to them.
Anyway, let's get back to the surface and look for them.
But even if we do, the world's a big place. It's reckless to just go searching blindly.
Perhaps the two of them went on a walk?
A walk that involves leaving the town without saying anything to us? Not a chance.
Well, only the living have the privilege of saying they'll fight to the last breath. And words like conviction and resolve don't mean much to a dead man.
Out.
Ah, well. Just when things were getting good.
Just who are you anyway? What does the head of the Knights want with you? I can't believe I only just remembered that. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Hurry! We have to follow them!
I understand how you're feeling, but please try to calm down.
What? Aren't you worried?
Of course I'm worried. That's why we should calm down and think rationally, right?
Oh, right. Yeah, I see. I'm sorry.
Got any ideas?
Ah, yes. The Master of Miorzo might have some idea.
He's an Entelekea after all. Maybe he felt the flow of air from the Blastia. Did you hear it? Could you tell us where it was? To the west. A sea of sand. A town? It's not too clear, but a desert town. I think it's Jormungand.
That's the town in the sands of Kagor, where we met Duke before.
The sands? Why would they go to a place in the middle of nowhere?
Let's head there now.
You're leaving, then?
I am.
You don't need to shoulder such a burden. Haven't you suffered enough?
Thank you, Elder. But I'm not suffering anymore. If you went into the outside world, you might understand too.
What's happening?
What's going on? It's just a pile of ruins.
This didn't just happen in a few days. This is like hundreds of years.
Maybe there was a huge fire that... no. Not a chance of that happening, huh?
Quiet. Someone's here.
Duke.
This could be our clue about the Rizomata formula.
That's the dragon from the Wizened of Kados.
He's traveling with Duke, huh?
I've got questions for that guy, but we have to find Estelle first.
They got away. There's no time. This isn't what I would have chosen, but so be it.
Alexei, what are you doing here?
Ah, looking for the princess? I'm impressed you found your way here.
Do you know where Estelle is?
What do you think you're doing?
Is this your idea of a joke, Commandant?
I am at a loss as to how to thank you. Your pitiful sense of justice has allowed me to work with little interruption.
Long ago, there was the pirate Eifried, and now we have the likes of Barbos and Rago. They were each of use in their own fashion, but you have performed magnificent work, far surpassing theirs.
You're some of the most talented and foolish performers I've seen.
What?
However, the time for fooling around is over. It is time for you to exit the stage.
So that's it, huh? It was you pulling everybody's strings all this time. Well, I'm not laughing, Alexei.
Commandant!
And yet another fool arrives.
Flynn!
Commandant! How could you? You're the pride of the Imperial Knights. How could you commit treason?
This is not treason. I am merely following the path of one who holds true authority.
And you just intend to betray the trust of His Highness Yoder?
His Highness. Yes. I think he'll be relinquishing his rank soon.
This is madness.
Milord, all is in readiness.
Jaeger!
Well done. I am headed for Bactian as planned. I will leave this situation to you, and Yoder's fate as well.
Yeah, you bet, my lord.
Alexei, wait!
Who said you could leave?
Stand back. If you try to stop us, get the hell out of the way!
Your princess friend is at the Shrine of Bactian as well, you know.
What did you say?
You'll be too late if you don't hurry!
Go after Alexei and Jaeger.
Sir!
Alexei! You won't get away with this!
Yuri, come on! Yuri?
Yuri Lowell, give yourself up!
The Shrine of Bactian is said to be located on the Hypionian continent.
Hypionia, the continent east of Desier. The Egathor forest is there.
Are we actually gonna trust what Jaeger said?
If that's where Alexei is headed, then Estelle's gotta be there.
We don't have much information, so I guess we'll just have to go check it out.
We can't just sit here and ignore that guy!
What's the matter, Patty?
Actually, come to think of it, didn't he say something about Eifried?
That man is the cause of it all. If we take him out, we can get Estelle back.
But what about Raven?
I'll bet he delivered Estelle to them and then just took off.
No, Raven. He wouldn't do that.
Well, the facts are that she's been kidnapped and he's nowhere to be seen. I mean, that's only logical, right?
It's possible he was captured as well.
Well, whatever. Let's get going. Yuri?
Yuri.
Flynn, a word?
Very well. Let's talk over there.
Just what the hell are you doing? What happened to advancing as a knight and fixing the Empire from within? You've been nothing more than a damn puppet on Alexei's string. Don't you dare tell me that the Dawn and Bellius died for nothing more than that. He was there working alongside you this whole time, Flynn. How could you possibly not know?
I'm sorry.
Why, though? Did you go along with it because Yoder trusted Alexei?
His Highness is not to blame. I had total confidence in Alexei. The responsibility is mine.
So your pursuit of the Apatheia at Nordapalika was on Alexei's orders, I presume?
Yeah.
You'd better start talking. Tell me what happened. There's no reason to worry about exposing the Commandant now.
The conversion of Heliord into a military installation. The abuse of the residents at Mantake. All of Cumor's activities. The forbidden development of New Blastia. All of these were carried out under the Commandant's... under Alexei's orders.
Well, you've grown up to be a model knight. Unquestioned allegiance to your country. That's nice.
The Commandant. Alexei was not always this way. You of all people should remember. Those who are just will lead lives of prosperity. That was the ideal Alexei once held dear. That was why I...
But all it's done for you is help you lose sight of your original intentions. Not that I have much right to preach to you, after I let them run off with Estelle like that.
No. That never would have happened if I hadn't been blind to Alexei's true nature. I had grown far too used to simply obeying orders like a good knight. Even when I doubted them. It was my lack of thought that brought this about.
Since when is moaning and whining part of a knight's job description?
You impudent!
No. It is as she says. I must shoulder this responsibility. It is up to me to rescue Lady Estellise.
Whoa, what?
Captain, what should be done about His Highness? If anything were to happen to him, the Empire...
I know. That's why this brigade is concentrating all our efforts on ensuring his safety.
But Captain...
Please.
Damn it, Flynn. I didn't yell at you to have you turn around and start telling me what to do. Brave Vesperia is going to rescue Estelle.
Then let me join you. Let me be a member of Brave Vesperia.
Captain?
A knight joining a guild? Don't make me laugh.
I was unable to prevent the Royal Guard from abducting Her Highness. I am duty-bound to correct this wrong by saving her.
Give it up. You know you have no place in a guild. But if you want to come with us, I won't stop you.
Yuri!
But you know what you have to do.
As soon as we've rescued Her Highness, I will return to protect Prince Yoder. I cannot allow the Empire to be thrown into disorder. I'm sorry, Sodia, Witcher. I must ask you to take care of the prince.
I'll be back as soon as I can. Please tell His Highness the same.
Understood. Yuri.
Same here. You had me worried there. It's good to see you're back to your old self.
Alexei. So he's the one who's been advancing Hermes Blastia technology.
Yeah, it's taken a while, but everything points back to him. All right, next stop, the Shrine of Bactian. We're gonna get Estelle and Raven out of there, and show Alexei just who he's messing with.
Agreed.
Anyhow, I'm gonna call that an episode. Thanks for watching, and I will be back on with more later. And I'll update my Twitch schedule accordingly.